at least comment on the strength of the relationship. You see number 6 now. Comment on the strength. This was number 5. Comment on the strength of the relationship. In fact, number 5 said first. I skipped the first one. Number 5 first said, calculate the correlation coefficient. What do? We still just go back to our calculator. Already remember we have done this information. We say AC on the calculator, shift state. And we say 5 is regression, R is 3. Can you see R appearing on the screen? Is 3 is equals to. So our R, we write therefore that R is equals to negative 0.74. Calculate. The question said calculate the correlation coefficient. Good. Calculate the correlation coefficient. We have just simply calculated it there. And the last question, number 6, calculate the correlation coefficient. Now number 6 is comment on the strength of the relationship between the variables. Now already we agree. The gradient was negative. We can see here it's a negative association. Do you see the set of data here? It's a negative association. Can you realize that? Good. Now once it's a negative association, we check on our notes just to make sure. Comment on the strength. Comment on the strength. Now negative 0.7, negative 0.7. Here we are. It's a strong, what? Strong negative. Strong negative association. Strong negative association. Are you happy with that? Then we can write there that strong negative association between the months taken to the number of days of training and time taken to run the race, to run or complete the race, complete the sprint or the race. Good, sprint. All right. But very important, 2 words: strong negative. Negative or positive, those 2 words must be there, either positive or negative, and then you indicate then the association, whether it is strong, whether it is moderate, whether it is perfect, whether it is weak or no correlation. Please you indicate those. Right. I'm sure we have done fairly well on that question. There are a number of questions. I thought we'll have time also to talk on the other question, which is, I'm sure, on 2013 March paper, 2013 March paper. But I'll just write it simply here. But all other questions, please talk to your teacher. 2013 March paper, February paper, 2013. There's a very nice question again about regression there and the scatter plot. Please look at it. And all other questions have got this same kind of question. Your teacher should be able to assist that. They can phone to get assistance from the subject advisors or the schools or any other source. There is an SMS here that needed me to talk to. I want us just to quickly look at it. But in the meantime, I'll show you this question on the screen. Because as we are talking here, you colleagues, which is very good. Right. There was a request to repeat the drawing of the line of best fit. The drawing of the line of best fit. As to how do we draw the line. Good. I'll just use what we have done already. I can't remember very well which question was this one, but let's try to use what we have drawn already to see if it will help us with the line of best fit. Because the question was, can you please try to repeat the line of best fit? Yes, I'm sure that's what we did before, right? Now, once we have the equation, look at the equation. The equation comes from AB, remember, from the calculator. This is the equation. Am I right? Good. I want to indicate it here that this is your equation. It comes the value of A, the value of B, there's substitution A, B, you substitute them, but there's X there, BX. Can you see that? This is your equation. Corrected to 2 decimal places, BX, there it is. Good. Now the question now, if it says draw the line, because remember you have the scatter plot but you don't have the line. Now to draw the line, we take any value here on the x-axis here, value of x, so we can take any value, maybe 10. Do you see 10? I'm taking 10. Now I take 10. When I substitute 10 here for x, remember that 10 comes from x, ne? Axis. When I substitute 10 for x here, when I substitute 10, the y here now, y is equals to 60.33 on the calculator. When you put 10 on your equation, substitute 10 for x, then now y becomes that. And you do the same thing, you can take any lower value on a scatter plot and any upper value, you know. You can even take 25 for instance. 25, I took here 30, the value 30. Now when you take 30, for this x here, you substitute now 30 for the second point. 30 here, you write 30 here. On your calculator, it's in bracket 30. You write everything as it is, 13 brackets, right? Now it will say y is equals to, y is 119.68. Do you see that? So to draw the line, you have those 2 points. To draw the line now is what? It is, how do I do this? Let me see this way. To draw the line now, remember, where are we now? Right, remember now, let me go a little bit up. Remember now that 10, at 10, we had 60 point there. When we substituted 10, we had 60. Do you remember that? 10 gave us 60. But when we substitute 30, for instance, we had 190. There it is. 30 went with the 119. 119 for y. These are the 2 points. We calculate them with the calculator. These are the 2 points. 10, 60.33. 30, 119.68. Then the 2 points, you draw the line on the 2 points. That you have substituted here on the equation, in the equation for the value of x. That is basically how we draw, but I hope your teachers can take this further, but do a lot of practice, especially the calculator skill. Keep your own calculator, and you need to do more and more, a number of exercises of this similar nature. Understand the association as explained by a correlation coefficient. When is it no correlation? When is it perfect? Whether negative or positive. When is it strong? When is it weak? Whether positive or negative. Please remember that it's very important. It is always 2 ways, either negative or positive, and then you put whether it is a strong, weak, moderate, or whatever way. But those 2 ways are very important to explain the correlation coefficient. My children, thank you very much. It's been very, very nice. I hope you will take this and you practice a lot of exercises with the calculator on this week. Thank you very much. I really, as we continue to practice, to prepare ourselves for the trial examination, wish you well that please concentrate on your work. This is a very important time of the year for you. You're going to do very well, I'm sure, but you yourself know very well that the more time you spend on a schoolwork, the more the good results will come for you. Thank you very much. I hope to see you again in future. Thank you. Bye-bye.